Hello guys and welcome to Steve Knows. Today we have some super sad news, some VR wins, some new tech, some new features and new headsets, lots and lots of goodies. I also have a new $100 giveaway to the community. It has begun for this holiday season. Gleam has been scrapped thanks to your feedback, so just comment and subscribe and I'll pick one of you over the Christmas period. So enough chin wagging, let's get started. Starting with a good news, bad news situation. Demeo on the 12th of January, so after the holiday season, so it's still giving people a chance to buy the game before this happens. The price is going to go up to $40 from that date. The title has been dropping free content releases since its inception, and it's even expected to get a PvP mode coming next year as well, where we can see 2 versus 2 battles with their little tease, but it's not exactly clear if we can have a free-for-all 2v1 or a 1v1 either. So if you know something I don't, please let me know and comment it down below. But this is a very welcome game mode for game nights with friends. It looks to have a battle royale method as well, having a map that slowly overcomes with areas that you can no longer travel to, so you are forced to attack each other and approach the enemy. This price increase has also occurred with other games like Pistol Whip in the past, where they have been releasing free content since their release, and now the amount of content that is available warrants a new price. And I think Demeo is actually worthy of that. Honestly, it's such a fantastic game. It's got hours upon hours of fun, and now soon you're going to be able to play PvP with friends as well. So in last week's video I spoke about Stride. It's releasing some new game modes and a single player campaign, but that single player campaign has now been delayed as the developers felt the hour-long experience that they were releasing is not quite sufficient. Instead, they want to go and drop the full-length campaign, which is supposed to be over 5 hours in length, and make sure the game can be the best it can be before teasing us with a little bit, which I kind of completely agree with. You can't kind of completely agree, can you? I completely agree with it, because people will play this hour-long demo, then the full game will come out, and that interest would have died off. And I'm always for making the game the best thing it could possibly be before we actually get our heads in and experience it. Gorilla Tag has hit the Quest store and quickly and easily became the most rated experience on the platform, with over 48,000 ratings, sitting around a 4.8 out of 5 stars. That is slightly higher in ratings than Beat Saber, and around 2,500 more ratings on a game that is kind of like the face of VR, and has also been around since its infancy. So Gorilla Tag, well done. It is taking off further than I thought it would. Some people online have even made careers around this title. It is so hyped. I think Meta need to reevaluate their policy around letting games onto their store, because what seems to be happening is if a game's really popular, then they think, okay, let's fast track this. We can make some money here, going all Mr. Krabs. Money, 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 money. The game, though, it's not something I've really ever got into, but can 4.5 million players be wrong? I should definitely dive in and give this game a chance. Do you have any tips, and what would you like to see if I did go and play it? Moving on to the Vive Flocus, as coined by, sadly, it's Bradley, the new teased headset from Vive that looks like a much smaller HMD. We finally have some more information on this, and Vive has released details to The Verge. They've said the device is a standalone headset with up to 2 hours of battery life, which seems to be norm right now. It's not improving, it's actually getting less because we demand more power, but they want it to be lighter so the battery can't be bigger. How do we fix this problem? It will be a hybrid device though, so you can connect it to a PC still, thank you, and it will also support hand tracking and have controllers. It will have a single RGB camera as well and black and white tracking cameras, so not sure if they're going to do the overlay technique that the Pro does for mixed reality content, or do what Pico did where it's just flat, but they have confirmed mixed reality content, and it will include a depth sensor unlike the Pro. So automated room setup will now be possible for mixed reality and AR content. It will also have camera quality that will be able to read text on a phone or a laptop screen, which is fantastic. They said it will be one of the lightest on the market as well, so I expect that to be between the Pico 4 and the Quest 2, so a weight around 400 grams perhaps, at a guess. Vive also fired some shots at Pico and Meta, saying they want to approach this device in a way that secures privacy and is not about data collection, which to me means the headset's going to be rather expensive because it's not going to be subsidized by your data. But we should hear more about this at CES as well next year. Can't wait for that event. CES is just packed with new tech. It's brilliant. Now for a feature update. There is a developer update for an API that has brought additional features that devs can take advantage of, and it builds upon something called destinations, which is where developers can record levels, worlds, and lobbies that allow you to quickly travel to them, but it has to be implemented by the developer. You would have seen this when you're in a party and you want to join a game together. That is destinations. So there is an update to this with something called app to app. And this enables developers to give you quick launch options or quick travel options to other applications from within their experience. But what this is actually a small step in the right direction for a metaverse where groups of people can travel between worlds easily. It's just not quite there yet, but this is a stepping stone to that vision. And speaking of resolution games, let's mention Blaston. They have just dropped an update for this title where it is now a free-to-play game, a fantastic title that's going to cost you 0 pennies. This is a title that includes mixed reality mode as well, so you don't smash any of your furniture. The game is super fun, your legs will hurt, you'll be crawling around on the floor, a great party title. Resolution Games now have Ultimex, a great multiplayer title, Bait, a chill experience, and Blaston, an intense one, which are all free to play. So if you're new to VR, free games, thanks. A huge update now, but only for the Quest Pro at the moment. But it seems to be a step in the right direction, and it will be coming to the Quest 2. And this is co-location, meaning multiple VR headsets can occupy the same real-world space and be represented in the virtual world exactly the same within that space as well. And I get why the Pro was the focus, as it has huge productivity and collaborative benefits. This feature will be implemented by developers though, it's not something Meta are just going to drop. They're going to have to implement something called Share Spatial Anchors. Using this feature means you have to enable SharePoint cloud data as well within your headset, which is an additional privacy option. So you will be sending additional information to Meta, but they need this information so they can share that data with other headsets on the server, which is what enables the co-location to actually occur. So you will both see the same world, you'll see the same interactions. It's something important for this feature to work. So if you had played Space Pirate Trainer before and you did that co-located, the way to do it was you had to be in the same room and you'd go to the same point and then you would center yourself. So your maps within the headset would actually align. So this feature will be doing something like that. Instead of you manually aligning everything, it will be an automated setup. And as I said, this is also to come to the Quest 2 early next year. So I hope to see a bigger rise in tabletop experiences, movie nights, and more, because this could really do well. If you've been on this channel for a long time, you know that I am a rocker, and Beat Saber have just dropped its first rock pack, and I am so happy about some of the tunes that have been chosen, but also a little confused as to why some were chosen as well. Firstly though, Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd, one of my favourite rock tunes, with a huge solo, which is over half the song. Bellissimo. Can't get enough of it. But then there are songs like Seven Nation Army, which although I know is an absolute banger of a rock tune, is pretty basic with its riffs and song structure, just like Eye of the Tiger, which is a tune, but it's very simple. And that sort of translates into the maps as well. Like Eye of the Tiger, a lot of it is just moving out of the way for the oncoming red blocks that you have to avoid. Hopefully this isn't the last of it though. We see some more rock song packs. If this was successful, we can get people like Iron Maiden, AC/DC in there. But that's just me. I hope this isn't the last of the rock packs, because I'm loving it. Oh, I am loving it. Finally, the sad news. Oh my goodness. John Carmack is leaving the meta space. A sad day. He had already taken a back seat and became a consultant in this area for Meta's efforts in creating the metaverse, AR and VR, but he's now moving out of this space. He mentioned issues with Meta, like their efficiency, and he is worried of the fight that is ahead. He said something that really resonated with us as a community. Well, I'm speaking for all of us, but I think you might agree. So he said, I have my own startup to run, but the fight is still winnable. Maybe it is actually possible to get there by just plowing ahead with current practices, but there is plenty of room for improvement. Make better decisions and fill your products with give a damn. And it's that bit that says fill it with give a damn that's something that really resonated with me. We are dedicated consumers. We have been lifting up this industry. We have been supporting it. And it's become so evident that they are not focused on us as the core community. We are the hull of the boat, keeping it afloat, and it's important that we look after that so we can stay afloat. But instead, they're building extensions, making it heavier, and we are slowly sinking and rotting. So this is farewell, Carmack, and good luck to you. You have done amazing work in this space. Thank you for everything. So that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Please consider subscribing, join that giveaway, and hopefully I will see you next time. Have a great week. Happy gaming. Good day.